What can I help you gentlemen with?
So my name's Officer Eric. The reason that we're out here is your vehicle is parked.
My?
Well, this vehicle is parked with no registration. I would assume because you're out here.
How do you know it has no registration?
Because everything's covered up. There's no registration.
Why do they need to display it?
What?
Why do they need to display it?
Because in the state of Nebraska, your vehicle is required to be registered. If they're in the city of Lincoln, if they're on the road longer than 6 hours without
Have you read
registration.
those things on the side of the door?
Yeah, I have. They don't apply. So,
They do.
They don't. But
They do.
is this your car?
No.
Okay, so in this case, sir, it just doesn't matter. Like
It
your
does.
opinion. No.
It's posted right there on the door.
So either
I've seen it. I've read
okay,
it.
Cool. This is either your
I've
vehicle.
looked it up. It's not mine.
Okay. So this is either your vehicle.
But I've read it.
Okay.
I've read it.
Great.
I am noticed.
Okay. I'm glad that you're noticed. But what you're noticing.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Everett, 1872. Would you have a card?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
May
you too?
May I have your name, sir? May I have your name, sir?
And you too?
So here's the deal.
What's
We're
your
in the
name and
process-
badge number?
You don't need their name and badge number.
Yes, I do.
I'm the senior ranking officer out here.
It don't matter.
It
You
does.
guys are on.
You guys are good to get back.
I
to
can
your
do a
cars. I'll call you
FOIA
back.
request,
Okay.
and I can.
Go for
What
it.
is your name and badge number?
It's for Air 1927.
And yours?
Stroke 1906.
1806? 1907?
Hey.
1927.
1927.
Yeah, he's out here. Yeah, he's not identifying himself. He's refusing to claim ownership.
I
of the
don't have
vehicle.
to answer any questions.
So-
I haven't done anything wrong.
He's saying it's not his car. He's just deciding to educate us on
No,
some
I see.
citizen values.
I see everything around here.
Are we gonna tow it? Are we gonna tow it right now?
No, you're not.
What does it matter? It's not yours, right?
It belongs to somebody.
Yeah, I've got two more out here.
And right now, I have 3 people conspiring against this person right now. 18 USC 241 and 242. Wow, that's crazy.
All right, cool.
This is Lincoln PD,
All right, so yeah, so sir,
car 143.
yeah, that's my car. So here's where we're at. okay?
No, we're not anywhere.
Would you like me to explain to you what's
No, you're not gonna cop-splain to me anything.
Okay, can I just?
No, you sure
explain?
can't.
Okay, what would you?
You
like?
can pack up and leave.
Well, that's not what we're gonna do.
You're going to.
No. So what?
You're going to, or you're going to be in a lawsuit, because I will give this to somebody, and you're live right now.
Go ahead. So I would like to explain to you what's going
No,
on. and
you're
why
not
we're
going to
out here.
explain to
But
me
if you would not
anything.
like
I'm
to
just a
explain,
member
I'd
of the
like to just
public.
Keep a respectful distance back while we work through the process. of
Go ahead.
figuring out if we're gonna tow this vehicle for being
Do what you
abandoned.
got to do. But right now, I have 3 officers conspiring. 4. There's a 4. What's your name and badge number?
I'm set. We're good. You can go.
What's your name and badge number? You showed up.
Don't worry.
You showed up to the show, bud.
Yeah, you guys want to just get started because you're going to have to spend a month for that. And then I'll deal with this. You guys want to
You're not dealing with anything.
What? I'm dealing with you, sir.
You steal this man's stuff, I'll turn you in.
Okay, go ahead.
He hasn't done anything wrong, broken no laws. He has
He
to
has
broken
broken-
no proof to anything.
He has broken city ordinance. Yes, he has.
Well, city ordinance doesn't trump constitutional law.
Okay. Well, that is,
Facts.
That is your opinion.
No, it's not an
Okay.
opinion. It's
Well,
been
what-
sup-
the stuff
it's
he
been
posted up
cited
is not-
on the
is not
door
constitutional
by
law.
the Supreme Court.
Okay.
The Supreme Court of the land.
Okay. Well, that's not what we're going by today, sir.
Steal the man's shit. I'm gonna sit back and we'll watch. Do what you gotta do. Can you believe these people? The audacity. Car back there. They sent 4 units for this. There's 4 people here. I'm gonna FOIA request everything. Please take my shit. Please, please, I'm begging you. He says the city ordinances trump Constitution. We'll see about that. I've got a case right here, and you guys are going to lose. You're all going to be within a lawsuit. All of you. Why does freedom bother you people? Can I ask you that? You are members of the public. You work for us. You ready to steal man's property when you got bigger fish to fry? Like corrupt politicians, corrupt cops, judges, the people that enforce unjust laws. You'd rather steal freedom than corrupt. I'm going to FOIA request everything about you people. I will know everything about you. You will be in a lawsuit listed. What are you going to do, Copper? He wants to leave and you guys are blocking the road. How unprofessional. This dude is terrified to leave his driveway because there's cops here, dude. Oh, are you guys gonna leave? Are you gonna leave? Oh, you're so courteous. This is ridiculous for somebody that hasn't hurt nobody. You're blocking traffic. It's not my car. Do whatever you got to do.
Funny, it's titled to you.
How do you know?
Because I'm good at my job.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to know. I'm going to file a FOIA request on everything, bud.
Okay. So this is like your 6th ticket?
I don't know what it
So,
is.
I mean,
It's not my car.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's Christopher Cole's 6th ticket.
How do you know it's mine?
How do I know
Who
it's-
gave you that information?
Who gave you that information?
Who gave it to you?
I figured it out.
How do you know?
Because you have the same face as Christopher Coble.
How do you know my face?
Because I'm looking at you.
You don't know me. We've never met.
Okay. But I've seen your mugshot.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
You don't know anything about me.
Okay. I mean, I know that you're a sovereign citizen. You've been driving
No,
this truck since...
never.
Been driving
never
this,
said
this truck
anything
since
about
like 2
that.
years ago, man.
Nope.
You just got a title on
Nope.
the 10th.
Are you going to tow it?
We're figuring that out right now.
Well, I'm going to sit here and wait.
Go for it.
as long as you want. You don't know me. I haven't said anything. I don't care who you think I am.
Okay.
I'm not who you think I am.
Well, Christopher, I don't think I know who you are. I know who you are.
Come on,
So-
bring it. Bring it. Bring me the info. How do you know it? I'm gonna FOIA request everything. Your body cam, your fucking
Okay.
salary, your employment dates, everything.
Okay. That's
You think you know me? I'm gonna know all four of you guys better than you know yourselves.
cool. Look. I put it down for the time that I wrote it. Yeah.
Y'all better 10-8 clear real quick.
Okay. Well, so I'm here. I'm here just one night. Unless we're gonna stay longer. Well, I have to all that other stuff off. Kind of just took Robert. All right. What time are you two off at?
12 and 12:30.
They're off at 12, 12:30. There's somebody else.
He's almost here. He's downtown. He's on his way.
So you want us to cancel the trip until 6 hours, though, right? So I'll explain all this to Christopher.
He thinks he did. He don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know my name. Do you? Have you ID'd me yet? You got my driver's license?
All right.
So you want me to cancel?
Yeah. So, talking with my sergeant, here's where we're at. Is this truck cannot sit on the road unplated longer than 6 hours. Whoever the owner is welcome to take it and move it, and put it in their driveway, do whatever, right? As long as they're willing to come out here and claim ownership of it and accept their citations, so I can get their information.
What laws have that broken?
You know, so they're more than welcome to come out here.
What laws
And
have
I'm
they
gonna
broken?
wait here.
What
So they
person
decide to
did
come
they
out more
injure?
than
The
6
state
hours.
cannot be the injured party. You
So-
cannot be the complaining party.
I
You have to put an oath
Okay.
or affirmation down that somebody has injured another person. You cannot be
yeah,
the
I'm not gonna
complaining
listen to anything
party.
that you're saying right now.
I don't care. I don't care that you don't like what I have to say. This is not your problem. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. These 3 people are going to conspire to steal somebody's property. Can you believe that?
Property. We're going to tow an illegal
They're going to tow it and steal it. Steal it because they chose to protect their Fourth Amendment right. Because they're enforcing laws of politicians and not upholding their oath of office. You swore to protect the Constitution of the United States.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yeah, and who are you serving? Our enemies of this domestic. Are you proud of
Where are you
yourself?
from, man? Where are you from? Like, we got
My
some
mom.
quality time to spend together, so I'd like to get to know you. If we're going to be out here together.
I'd like some water. You got a bottle of water?
I don't, unfortunately.
Anybody?
Would you like an energy drink?
Sure.
It's going to be a while.
As long as it's going to be a while.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. A minute to win it, man. I already drank mine, you drink yours, and we'll just have a contest of wills out here.
You think you're going to win?
I mean, I think that you have every option to just tow your, or not tow your car, to move your car into a driveway. And we can
What if I don't have a driveway to park it in?
Well, maybe you live with somebody out in the street that has a
Why do you need to know that?
I don't. I just need this car to move. That's
Why?
It.
Is it bothering people?
Because it's against city ordinance and the neighbors.
I don't care about that. City ordinances do not trump Constitution.
But you're also pulling out stuff that's not in the Constitution.
Yeah, it is. It's right there, marked on the bottom of the door.
One of those things says Articles of Confederation. It's not part of the Constitution. That's why.
Where do you guys think you began? Do you think that you were above the people that created you?
Well, I think I started off as a sperm and an egg. And then
Yeah, you're right.
eventually
And so
became
where
a-
did government create themselves? It came from the people.
July 4th, 1776. Yeah. So, anyway, man, it's gonna be a while. So, I mean, if it were me, I wouldn't want to go through the ass pain of getting my car towed.
Oh, I
On
do.
top of
Trust
having
me,
to pay
because
off
I know a lawsuit will ensue. And I'm going to get rich, bitch. And it's not even me. It's the guy that owns this.
I don't know.
And I hope he
Yeah, how are you
gets
gonna get
rich.
How are you going to get rich off this? Your rights have been violated.
Well, I'm making a video of it. He's going to pay me to fucking...
I doubt it.
You want to bet?
Well, you're streaming it live, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that makes it public property.
Everybody can get it.
Right, but I'm just saying that makes it public property.
But I'm the
So
guy
that
that has the
makes it
video, that has the intel right now.
So,
And I'm a freedom fighter. I love this country.
me too.
My family fought and died for this country.
Mine too.
Okay, we'll defend that. I hope they have a flatbed coming because that's an F-350. That's a big truck. Who's your sergeant? Bring your sergeant out.
He doesn't want to come out here.
I don't care if he doesn't. I'm requesting it.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to control that.
Requesting a sergeant. Follow your policy because I've read it
Which policy says I have to provide a sergeant?
when I ask you for it. Just like when I ask you for your name and badge numbers, and that you guys can also lie on your testimonies and all that stuff.
What's the policy number, man?
It's
You
in
read
your,
our policy and you know the policy.
well, I don't know it verbatim, but I've read it.
Okay. Well,
I know that when I ask you, you need to bring a sergeant out here.
I'm not going to do that, man. My sergeant is busy. He's delegated this task to me.
I don't care.
So I'm taking ownership of this task.
You're nobody.
And, you know, You do a FOIA Act request.
I'm gonna get everything.
Figure out who you are through a FOIA Act request too, right?
No, you can't.
Yep.
No,
That's all open.
because
to the
I'm
public.
private.
That's
I'm
all
private.
open to
You're
the
public. You're public.
Once you venture into the public, you become public as well.
No, I'm not.
So I'll just do a FOIA Act request on your FOIA Act request.
Do it.
So
You think you know something, you don't. Like if you took a picture of me on your personal phone right now, okay? I could FOIA request, I can FOIA request that image off of your phone.
I know, which is why I'm using my government phone to take pictures.
It doesn't matter. Government or personal, you did it on a public time and now it's
That's my government phone.
it doesn't matter. I'm
So
going
you
to
have
I'm going to
no right
request
my
it.
public phone because I haven't used it.
I'm going to request it and you're going to give it to me. So don't delete that stuff
Cool.
because it
And
is
I'm going
evidence.
to do a FOIA Act request on your phone.
You can't
Yes,
because I am private. I don't work for the city, the public. I don't work for you guys.
Do you
I
know
am
about the rules-
private.
do you know about the rules of evidence, man?
What?
The rules of evidence? Like, if you're going to submit
Yeah, I
a-
understand that, but I haven't
submit-
committed a
if you're gonna
crime,
submit
so
a
you
video
have
that
no
you took
reason
your
to
phone as evidence, then
you
I
have
will
no
also request
reason to
your phone
take
as
my
evidence.
property.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a lawsuit, right? If I'm one of the parties in the lawsuit, then I can request evidence as well.
Okay, we'll play this game. We'll go through this.
I'm just saying, like,
We'll go through this.
just remember that.
You just remember this moment because when you're fucking walking the walk of shame, I want an apology. Above money and everything else, I want an apology.
For what? You have not been injured in any way right now.
No, I
because
haven't.
You are not the owner of this vehicle.
It doesn't matter. I want an apology because you think that I'm stupid and I'm not.
Have I said you're stupid?
Well, you
sound
kind
very
of
intelligent.
playing,
You sound like you're
kind of
well-read
playing me like
and
I
you
am.
know the laws really well, sir.
I kind of do.
I mean, you're just a
Little
concerned
bit.
citizen, you said.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, did you not? You just said you're a concerned citizen. I mean, you're not.
Oh,
involved in this
concerned.
vehicle
Yes,
anyway.
I thought you said sovereign.
No, no. I said
Concerned.
You're a
Ver-
concerned citizen.
Very much
right?
concerned.
So, in what way have you personally been injured by any of the conversations we've had?
Well, the fact that you're injuring another one of my fellow human beings,
But that's
like anybody down this road, if you guys showed up and economically terrorized them, if you economically terrorized anybody down this road,
right.
I'd be
What
here.
I'm saying, sir, is that in my mind right now, if you know the owner of this vehicle and you're allowing him to incur economic hardship because
No, you're creating the economic hardship. You are creating the economic hardship.
But you're culpable because you have the ability to give us the information that we need.
No, I don't need to provide you anything. I don't need to provide you anything. That's what you that's what you are mistaken about, is that I do not need to provide you with
I
anything.
know, but there's a difference
Why
between
do people
and
need
being
to
a good neighbor.
provide law enforcement, which you guys are known liars?
Well,
Okay?
there's a difference between needing to provide us information, which at this point you don't need
This
to provide us
person,
anything.
whoever owns that truck right behind you, has done nothing wrong.
Correct.
Has
Christopher
hurt no
Coble
one.
has only parked his car.
How do you know that belongs to Christopher
It's
Coble?
titled to Christopher Coble
How do you know that?
because I looked it up on the computer.
How do you know that?
Because
Where
of
is the information off of this vehicle that you know that?
That's a trade secret, unfortunately.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it? Where's the evidence of it? Because I'm going to FOIA request everything because now I'm curious. I'm going to help this guy, whoever he is.
Christopher Coble. That's who it is.
Well, I know that, but
Your
however,
doppelganger.
how do you know this is Christopher Coble's truck?
Right. Well, would you like to know the trade secret? I'd be happy to tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
Because Christopher, and I'm not saying that the man's stupid because he's not, right? But if he's gonna post stuff to his vehicle, right, then he might not want to just flip a license plate backwards when there's a big hole in his bumper where you can read the old license plate, and then look it up in the computer to the last person it was registered to, and then who it was sold to and retitled to by the VIN, and then it comes back to Christopher Coble without ever having to touch the vehicle.
So you invaded the man's privacy.
No, it's parked in a public space. It's parked in a public
I'm sure it
place.
is. I'm sure it is.
So there's no invasion of privacy at all.
Has the man broken any laws?
Yes. He's broken
What
city
laws?
ordinance.
City ordinances. Which don't mean to anything because you have statutes, or not statutes, but Supreme Court rulings from Supreme Courts which trump any little court in
So
Nebraska
then what you should
or
do
Texas
is I
or
would
Tennessee.
highly encourage you to encourage this guy to take this as far as he wants to go with it.
Hmm.
Right? Because
He's going to.
there's nothing stopping this person, this Christopher Coble, this enigma who cannot seem to find his way out to his car from moving it. I'm not going to stop him from moving it. Officer Ferrer's not going to stop him from moving it. He can move his car whenever he wants. And all this will be over. But instead, we're just stuck in this conversation going in circles over...
Oh no, we're gonna wait till the truck comes and takes us.
Okay. That'll be in a couple hours.
A couple hours.
Yeah.
Should I get a lawn chair?
Go for it, man.
You want to stand here for a couple hours?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
okay
getting paid-
with
I'm
it.
getting paid either way, dude.
Me too.
Like...
And
so-
trust me, I got enough memory on this phone.
Well, I mean, you're streaming it live, right?
Yeah. Well, I also have enough memory on this phone.
Do you have enough battery life? Do you need to get an external battery?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. 100%.
Cool. All right. Still?
Mhm.
You're not for recording for that one? Nice.
Yeah, I got a badass phone.
Yeah.
You know, I don't buy cheap shit.
That's actually pretty impressive. But yeah, no man.
Who's your sergeant?
My sergeant's tonight, Sergeant
Urkovich?
Urkovich.
Urkovich. What's his badge number?
1188.
1188.
I mean, truly, you, him, anybody, more than welcome to move this vehicle right now. There will be no stopping anybody from moving this vehicle into a driveway, off the street, and then that'll be the end of it.
And how do I know you're telling the truth? Because I know you're a known liar because it
Do you know
states
me?
in your policy that you can be a liar.
Do you know me?
It doesn't matter if I know you. I paint you all the same picture.
Okay. Well, that's pretty...
Because your
fair.
policy says that you people can all be liars. I have read it.
Okay. Well, guess what, man?
He's agreeing with it because he knows.
We're allowed to use deception and...
Well, you're
force
shaking your head like, yeah, fuck yeah.
That's interesting.
But have you read your
I'll say
policy?
several times, I'm
You're
not
employed
one
with
to
these
be
people
lying.
and you haven't even read your own policy?
He has.
read
We
it
all have to read
several
it every
times.
year.
Okay.
And all the updates. So,
I cannot
like,
recall
we're just
ever
going to
saying
stop
we
that
could
line
be
of questioning
liars.
right there.
I want to go get this document so bad so that I can show you.
Go get
It's
it.
the most recent copy that says that all of you guys can be liars.
Go grab it. We'll wait. We're not going anywhere.
Well, I know you're not going anywhere, but I ain't going anywhere either.
You want me to hold your phone for you?
No.
Yeah. I'll record us while you go grab that if you want.
Look it up on your phone.
No.
Look it up on your phone.
I don't need to look it up. You're the one who wants to show us it.
Well, you're the one that needs to follow it, not me.
Okay.
Which you've been so far cordial, respectful. You've identified yourself like you're supposed to.
Dude, I'm not against you.
Well,
No
then
matter
why
how
are
much-
you breaking this man's fucking freedom? Tell me that.
Because this car has been ticketed 6 times, something like that, for,
6 times.
yeah.
Wow, that's excessive.
Well, what's excessive is the owner just not taking care of a very simple task, right? Because in my mind, right, and I mean, I'm not a sovereign citizen by any means. I'm not saying that you are or the person that owns this car is, right? But you could just register it, still have all this stuff on the side of it, still say you're not for hire and all that, and nobody can fuck with you.
When was this truck purchased? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, I don't. Right?
Huh?
But I said off the top of my head, I don't. But there's no owner here to show me a bill of sale that shows me that they don't need to register it for 30 days after it was purchased.
Why did they need to show it to you? They've done nothing wrong to
Because-
enlist
Yeah.
a stop.
It
You
is-
guys just pulled
But
up.
this isn't a stop.
Well, you
this
guys
is-
just
this is a
pulled up.
parking
3 cops for what?
Actually, it was me, and then they showed up afterwards. But this is just a parking complaint at this point.
Who
right? This is not a
complained about
traffic
it?
Stop.
Who complained about it?
Well, you have to do a FOIA request.
I will, but who complained about it?
If you complain, would you want me to tell your neighbor? That you
It doesn't
complained?
matter. I can find out about it either way.
Okay.
So whether it's a neighbor that complained about it, or you guys just showed up and made a complaint
So-
out of
So let
nothing,
me ask you this: either way, does it matter? It's the
yeah,
same
it does.
instinct. Why?
It all matters.
That means it's the same instinct, right? Either a neighbor complained or we came across and saw it. We're allowed to do.
Well, you guys
we're now-
travel
we're allowed
through
to
here a
initiate our own
lot.
contacts.
You
What?
guys travel through here a lot because
Yeah.
this guy ain't stupid. Like,
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he's stupid, but I'm saying he's being a little immature by not just moving it,
immature.
right? Get like forcing a confrontation for no reason. So, that to me, I mean, it could be argued that that's stupid,
Sorry, I was.
but I'm not going to call the person stupid because that would be mean.
Is Belichi coming out?
But
Can I show you some?
arguably,
Can I show you some?
sure.
Let's walk up to this door real quick.
Yeah.
You got your light?
I do have my light. Do you have a light?
What's it say up here? The Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution provides that the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, which you guys are about to do, shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the person or thing to be seized. The ultimate goal of this provision is to protect the people's right to privacy and from freedom from unreasonable intrusions by the government.
Okay. So, in what way is towing this car invading somebody's right to privacy?
Because they decided to be private. It doesn't matter that you disagree with it. It was written in the Fourth Amendment.
Sir, we're just going to have to agree to disagree on that.
It doesn't matter. And we're gonna take you to court.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna show you the
I don't know
truth.
why you would be involved in the court case at all? Because, I mean, are you?
Because I'm going to be supplying the
But
evidence.
are you an aggrieved party?
I'm going to supply the evidence.
But are you an aggrieved party?
Yes,
You said that-
because
how
this
can
is
you-
a
how can
fellow
you-
human being.
But last time I checked, you can't sue on somebody else's behalf.
No,
I mean,
but
what
I'm
if
going
this
to give it
person
to the
doesn't even wanna
guy.
be the victim of
I'm going
anything?
to give it to the guy.
Yeah, but what if he just says screw it? I should have known better.
What are you drinking there?
Tea. It's very hot with this body armor on, and one of the only ways I can get enough water or liquid throughout the day is if I do like tea.
Well,
or
you can do
lemonade or
something
like
else. You can go work at Walmart if you want.
that. I like my job.
Huh?
I like my job.
I don't like your job.
I'm sorry for that.
I know you guys see some really terrible shit in life. I'm going to be honest because I've been there with you.
Yeah.
I've seen some ugly shit on the roads.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Not a likable fucking job.
This is both a very rewarding
No,
job
it's
and
not.
sometimes a very frustrating job.
Well, this is
Well, I mean, I've saved a couple people's lives, so that
okay.
was
Well,
very rewarding.
what are you doing right here?
One of the not so likable parts of my job. If I'm being honest, I don't particularly want to be out here, but I am because I've been told to.
By who?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
I was told to come out here, I was told to enforce this law, and I'm going to enforce it.
Who? By who? By who?
By who? Well, by the initiation of a complaint by a community member who expects.
That's bullshit. Don't lie to me. I hate
No,
that
no,
shit.
but it's same. There was a community member complaint.
Why?
Why? Because
Because
there's a
they
no-plated vehicle
they
parked in
can't
front.
also block their plate from public view.
I mean, that is.
You know how
against state law.
I saw somebody on the road.
That's against state law. Blocking your plate for public view.
No, it's not.
That is.
It doesn't matter. The state
I'm just
is not a real person.
Okay.
I'm going to bring the state to the stand, and they ain't going to show up because they're a fiction. They're fake.
I'm just letting you know that it is in the state ordinance because that's one of the traffic ordinance or the not the
It
state,
doesn't
the state laws that I
matter.
enforce quite
State
often.
statutes, ordinances, codes, rules, regulations are not constitution, and therefore are null and void, and the person with the right may do what they want as long as they haven't hurt a person.
Well, what I'm telling you, man, is we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
No, it's not an agreement to disagree because I'm going to show you this proof when we go to court.
I mean, you're welcome. I mean, everybody's welcome to take things to trial. I just don't know how you.
No,
would
that's
take
not a
anything to
trial. It's civil court.
Right, which is a trial.
No,
Civil
it's
trial.
it's different than it's different.
No, I mean it's considered a trial. It's a different standard of proof. It's preponderance of the evidence instead of beyond a reasonable doubt, but it is still considered a trial.
You people have better things to do.
I agree.
Go away.
Can't.
You can.
But
I want to know who the prosecuting attorney is going to be.
I couldn't tell you. They haven't assigned it
Who's the traffic guy? Because he's got to be part of this.
So,
There's a traffic attorney, isn't there?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't go
Probably
to traffic court often.
Multiple.
Most of the tickets I write are pretty cut and dry. They're like, you either were registered in this state or you weren't. You either had your license suspended or you weren't. They don't really go to trial.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of room for interpretation. So,
18 USC 241 242.
Christopher Coble is not suspended. He actually has a valid license.
He does.
So
I ran
Christopher Coble could just move his truck if he wanted to into a driveway, and we could be done.
Unless he's been drinking.
True, that is true. But he could get somebody moving on his behalf,
That's true.
and we could just resolve this.
Yeah. But I don't know if he has 6
And then he
hours
could
worth of
just-
cell phone battery.
Actually, his battery's still at 100%. How much he's been recording? He's got a pretty badass phone. Or, sorry, you, sir, have a pretty badass phone. Christopher Coble's phone is in the next time. Are we gonna keep playing that charade? Can we all just agree that you're Christopher? Oh, really? Now, I would definitely fall on the sovereign citizen line when it came down to.
You know, the only
HOA.
people sovereign is the government. They're the only ones that get to go around and kill and terrorize people and get away with it. They investigate themselves and they get away with it. You people are the only ones sovereigns.
Ooh, don't you people.
You people, the thin blue line, the thin blue line gang.
I've seen more cops fired at this job than I ever thought I would.
In this county?
Yes. Yeah. Since I've been here, I've seen like 6 cops get fired.
Yeah, well,
For
I'm gonna
my-
make
like,
it. I'm
what
gonna
I-
make
what
it.
I would consider
I'm gonna make it
relatively
4
minor.
more.
Go for it. I mean,
Yeah, sweet.
like you said before, I feel like we've been nothing but cordial and polite with each other, right?
But it's irritating to think that you guys
But
are
you-
above
but-
anything
but
when
is-
you
but
steal
is-
from people and
and-
economically terrorize
But
people.
is your personal irritation against the law?
No,
Okay,
it's
so then
not. It's
is it-
tyrants.
Is your
That is
personal
my.
irritation against our policy?
No, it's. Yes, impartial. Impartial. It is to that.
What is it against? What policy are we breaking by irritating?
The fact that you enforce unjust laws
Okay, but
from
the
politicians.
public expectation is that we.
I don't give a
is that
fuck
we-
what the what
I
the
said the
public
public
expectation is.
The
Just
public-
because everybody jumps off a bridge, I should do it too.
No, but what we talked about here is the public a lot.
What?
And the public has an expectation. You.
Who is the public?
Everybody else but you. Apparently.
Who? Bring them forth.
Okay.
Right now, you are claiming to
So-
be the public.
What are you?
I am the public.
Okay. So I brought the public forward.
And I'm telling you that what this person is doing isn't wrong.
Now, are you also a member of the public?
For sure.
No, you look like you're fucking employed by the government.
I'm still a member of the
she's
public
still a
and I
member of
still
the
pay
public.
taxes.
But
in
you
the
are
state.
doing
You
it-
probably don't, obviously.
How do you know?
You don't pay your car, that's not paying taxes. Right?
How do you know? How do you know this truck
This
isn't?
truck is not registered.
How do you
It's
know?
titled, but not
Because we
registered.
looked it up.
How do you know? How did you find that
Because
information?
I looked on the backwards license plate on
Yeah,
the
I already
back.
explained-
You did?
crawled underneath of it
I
and
already
I
explained
saw
it
the
to you.
backwards
Who owned it
license plate.
prior?
Christopher Coble.
No, it was Michelle. Something. There's something Mitchell.
And actually, you were
Candace Mitchell.
contacted in this truck in 2020.
Yeah. So,
You were contacted.
I mean, honestly, where I'm kind of at with this is, I mean, I just don't get it. Like, to me, it seems like Christopher Coble, whoever he is, just wants to have an argument. Because
No.
no,
No.
because if it was me and I was trying to start an argument,
I think
and
that
you
guy
would
just
argue-
wants his
argue with
freedom.
the police,
His freedom and
I would
peace
definitely do that.
from tyrants. That's all he wants.
Okay,
Freedom and peace.
but are you gaining that?
I don't know, is he?
I don't know, because I would think, being the intelligent man that we know he is, because he seems to be educated on law, that he would know that by doing this, it would likely provoke the attention of the police. And so he probably is like, dude, I can't wait for some cops to come out here and try to tow this car or this truck so I can stand here and argue. Or I'm going to send somebody else on my behalf to record and do that. But, I mean, that's just me. I'm not nearly as intelligent as Christopher Cole.
No, you're not. You're not.
I'm not.
That is for sure.
I would love to meet Christopher Cole one day, though. In better circumstances, but
Maybe you could. Take down real criminals and
I do,
thugs
actually.
and tyrants,
would much
like
prefer to-
judges, politicians, or corrupt lawyers. Take those people down, because they're the ones that
Tell
are
you what.
destroying this country.
Tell you what, I definitely would have been able to figure out who had that cocaine in the White House.
Did you? Would you?
Yeah.
Would you? Or would you have followed orders like everybody other?
Oh no, I would have been able to figure it out.
Well, then
Whether or
leave
not
this
they
person
arrested
alone. If you think if you can hold yourself to that high standard that you would catch a person in the White House,
It's not that high of a standard. It's watching videotape. You just have to have the time and patience.
boy, that's a good looking truck, ain't it?
I mean, I like the beat up aesthetic of it, but not really big on flyers. But it takes to be outside. I think it kind of takes away from the overall, country. But if I did own it, I'd want to just register it so I could drive it and not have to be bothered.
But to drive is to do it in a commercial capacity, and to travel is in a private capacity. Which, on the bottom ticket there, says all of the Supreme Court rulings in that favor of the people.
Well, I mean,
Whether you agree with it or not, a Supreme Court, which is a higher being than you, has ruled.
at the end of the day,
At the end of the day, you better go up there and refresh yourself on what's about to happen, because you're all going to be liable. I'm telling you.
I mean,
It's not an okay. It's going to fuck you up. It's going to fuck the city up. Taxpayers are going to have to pay for it.
so let me
Not
ask
you. Not you personally.
Christopher Coble has been contacted in this truck before.
Has he?
Yes, he has. Or in a red 1999 Ford F-350, right? And he's had multiple contacts with the police. He's also been arrested because he has a mugshot a couple times and taken to jail. And I've never heard that
Couple
guy's
times?
name. I've never heard that guy's name
A
before.
couple
tonight.
times? He's been taken to jail a couple
At
times?
least once because he's got a mugshot, but I know he's been ticketed multiple times. Whether or not he was taken to jail multiple times,
How many of those tickets did he beat?
no idea.
Oh, you have all the information, the bad information, but you don't have none of the good.
Well, I haven't looked it up, but I can look it up right now.
You haven't seen all the cases he's beat.
Well, do you know
Not 'cause
Christopher
they-
Coble?
No, but I
But, so-
kind of know about him. I
Well,
follow
I-
him on YouTube.
Really? What's his YouTube handle?
I can't say anything about that. You guys look for it.
So it looks like,
I'm good. We're living it right now, so we're good.
yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see myself on YouTube. I've already made it to Instagram before,
Heck yeah.
and nothing happened from that. As I'm looking right now, here, that Mr. Coble, Law God himself, was beaten one ticket. So. I won't go
What
into
was
all the
that
detail-
ticket?
I'm not going to go into details because it's not mine to release.
What was that ticket? What county was it in?
We can't
I
tell you
don't-
that
can't-
information.
You can't tell me the county.
You're not Christopher
It's
Coble,
public
right?
information.
Well, then I guess look it up.
Yeah, but
Google it.
it's not for us to release.
Yeah, Google it. You can call
I
our
can-
records department.
So.
Listen, your job is to be quiet. You're second here.
Whoa.
I'm
Don't talk to
being
me like
respectful.
that. No.
You have nothing to say. You
sit
don't
here and
know.
tell me my job's
you
to
don't
be
know
quiet
nothing.
Because I'm a woman.
No, it has nothing to do with
It
you being a
absolutely
woman.
does. You
No.
haven't said that to
You
me
are
once.
second here. He was first here. You should just remain silent and say very little, because it'll
I
help
will
you
say
in the end.
whatever I would like to say.
Okay, well,
so.
say whatever you
It's
want.
freedom of speech, right?
You're right, it is.
So
Absolutely.
I don't have to take orders from you, do I?
It's amazing. What's the first 5 elements of the First Amendment?
Don't know, don't care.
Of course you don't. Why would you? Why would you care? But yet you sit here and let me record you.
She's
We're
relaxing.
recording you too.
Well, I know you are.
It's a
And I'm going to
one-party-
request those body cams.
It's a one-party state.
Right.
So you're allowed to record as much as you want. What you're not allowed to do is obstruct, right?
Am
Some
I
people-
obstructing?
No, you're not. Right? Some people, what they do is they will try to say, "I'm just recording," and they'll come up and get right up in your face and, prevent you from doing your job. You haven't done that at all. You've been very respectful about, how you're going about it. So I have no problem with what you're doing. You're more than welcome to continue to do that.
So he told me to be quiet because I'm a girl.
No, I never said anything about you being a girl.
Why don't
I
you
said
tell him
that
to
you
be
were
quiet?
second here. You were
I
second
actually
here.
interpreted
He
what
said
was
he
saying
was
as I the
first.
senior guy, but,
Okay.
I think Luigi's coming sometime. What time do you get off at? I will,
Are the mesquites getting you yet?
no, I don't get bug up by those guys, but hey, are you gonna have Luigi come out this way to leave Amy? Or am I just... Alright, sweet. We can start right now.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Amy.
I go home in my car that's legally plated. My nice house where I pay taxes in, pay our own salary.
Oh, what do we got here? Got a sergeant.
Okay, my job is just to stand quiet.
Sergeant, what's your name and badge number?
Only my job is to stand quiet.
Oh, don't make me seem like I'm that bad.
Alright, I'm going home. Drive my legally plated car.
So, Sergeant Erkovich, this is not Christopher Goebel. Not Christopher Goebel. This is Sergeant Erkovich. Yeah.
Not as good, but I mean, everything new, I don't care.
I told him that Christopher Goebel or his agent would come out and move this car into the driveway, and we can be done for the night.
Sergeant, are you aware that 3 or more people conspiring to steal somebody's property is held liable?
Oh my goodness, it is?
18 USC 241 and 242.
All you want to quote, buddy. Yeah. Okay, stand by. Can you move the driveway or we go? Give me 1 second, I look at the whole thing. You can videotape all you want, but if you close to my cruiser again, you're gonna be obstructing, okay, bud?
I'm not obstructing
I want you to
anything.
step away from my car. I'm
You
giving
need
you
to
command
put up
now.
crime scene tape.
Sir, I don't want you to approach my cruiser. So the next time I tell you to
Don't
get
put
you
your
come my
hands
car,
on me.
The next time you come to my car, you're going to be arrested for obstruction.
Don't
So I
put your
suggest
hands
you
on
move
me.
back away from my
Don't
car.
put your hands
You can
on me.
do everything you
That
want
is
from the
assault.
sidewalk. Do you understand me?
Don't put your
Do you
hands on
understand
me. That
Thank
is
you.
assault.
Do not approach my vehicle again. Thank you.
Put up crime scene tape.
Listen,
Come by
man.
my vehicle again. I told you what's going to happen, and it will.
No,
So
you
don't
put
come
your
my
hands
vehicle
on
again,
me,
sir.
and that's
Thank you very
assault.
much. Have a
It's
pleasant
okay
day.
for you guys to do it, but it's not okay for me.
You and I have had a pretty good
I don't
rapport.
care.
Just listen to me.
I don't
just
need
listen
cop
first.
splaining from
I'm
you.
not
I
cop-
respect
I'm
you
not-
as a
I'm-
human being,
I'm not
but
cop
he is a
splaining to you.
pig.
Right.
He is a pig.
Okay. That's fine. But do we need to go high and to the right and turn this into something that doesn't need to be tonight?
What's it going to be? Either way, I'm gonna win.
Cool. Well,
Not
let's-
cool.
No,
Not cool.
Okay.
Not cool for all the people that pay you people to
Right.
be in business.
Listen, Christopher.
Don't call me that.
Okay. what
Good
would-
citizen is what you call me.
Good citizen.
That's it.
Okay. Good concerned citizen, who happens to bear a striking resemblance to Christopher Coble. Let's not turn this into something that doesn't need to be tonight. Okay. Let's just.
You're turning it into something that doesn't need to be tonight.
Remember when we talked about it, I said I had no problem with how you were recording and doing all that? Continue doing it how you were doing it. Right?
I'm going to. If this is a crime
It's
scene,
not-
then put up the tape. That is required in your
It's not
policy.
required in our policy.
It is. You need to refresh
Required?
yourself.
Required?
Listen, why is this such a big issue? Why can't you guys read your own policy that
Do
I
read our
read?
own- So tell me where in our policy it says that.
Dude,
No, but I'm just saying.
if I had it on my
everybody
phone
wants to
right now,
tell
I
me-
would.
Everybody always wants to tell me
But you don't know it.
that you don't
And
know
people
either.
know it.
But you-
People know it because
you
they've
obviously
seen it.
don't know it either,
Not,
right? Because you can't
not
tell
verbatim.
me where in the policy it is.
But
right?
I'll get it.
So we're arguing in circles right now.
No, it's not an argument.
Okay.
It's the fact that I have
Well,
seen
We're
it.
debate. Okay.
It's not a debate.
And I have also seen a title in the name of Christopher Coble and a mugshot with the face of Christopher Coble. But we're all pretending.
Which you searched.
But
How?
we're all. I've already explained that to you. I've been completely honest with you on how we got to that point, right? So we are at where we're at, man. Right? This is where you have.
Just because you
liked
know
to take
who
this.
has that vehicle doesn't mean that you have the right to steal it.
Well, we don't want to. We want it moved into a driveway off the road. Okay? So, if you can find somebody or an agent of Christopher Coble to move it into the driveway, rather than having us sit here until it's time to tow it, go for it. I mean, if this thing gets towed, that falls onto
You?
somebody that had the opportunity to move it.
You guys.
I mean,
You
You-
guys.
you. or
How would you
Christopher
feel
Coble
if
or
I
his
came to
agent-
your house and stole your car?
Well, I'm not at your house because you came from like 4 houses down that way, and you told me you don't live
4
in this neighborhood.
houses?
I don't know how many. You walked from that direction. This is not parked in front of your house, so
No,
we're
it's
not at
not.
your house. We're
No,
in the
it's-
public right
Yeah,
now.
it is.
Right. We are in the public, so the public has an expectation that there will not be abandoned vehicles on the street.
It's
We have
not
no-
abandoned. It's
don't
been
know that.
moved.
We don't know it.
What's the ticket say?
What does the ticket say? It's improper registration.
What is the definition of improper registration? How did you get that information?
Because you or Christopher Coble or the owner of the vehicle has an obligation to register it within 30 days of purchase, right? We can't tell when it was last purchased. We know when it was titled, but we don't know.
So
when
even if it
purchased.
was registered,
I mean, if you,
even if it was registered, would he still be obligated to display a physical number on his
Yes.
property?
yes, by state
No.
law.
I don't care what the state says.
but I'm just-
The state is wrong.
Okay, but I'm telling you, have you ever seen a federal license plate? A U.S. government license plate? Because
Yeah.
they have those.
Well, that's the
Right?
federal
But
government.
I'm saying the federal government also displays
all of you
license
guys
plates,
have
so-
to. All of you guys have to have license plates.
Right, but the
the
federal
private, the
the
private
federal government also
public,
has to.
the private public sector does not require that.
but
It
they-
doesn't.
They do.
They don't.
Okay. Well,
And
what
it's
I'm
been
saying is
it's
that-
been ruled in the Supreme Court on that door, over
Does it
and
say
over
that it
and
doesn't
over.
have to be registered?
Yes, go read it. It's that bottom one on the door. Go read it.
I might.
Go read it, please.
I've got hours to kill.
Go read it.
I'm not going to read it right now. I might read it in a little bit.
Then you
but-
don't care about your job and you don't care about
do-
people
I do
and
care
you
about my
suck
job.
at this shit.
Wow, man. We went from being.
No, I'm
Only-
telling you the truth.
Okay.
If you don't go over there and educate yourself, then you are a terrible
But
person
here's the thing.
and you enforce unjust laws from politicians that mean nothing in this world.
Okay, but what you're.
That's another
but
man
what you're-
telling another man what to
But
do
what you're
in this
quoting
place.
are things that were made by politicians.
No,
right?
they weren't.
The founding fathers
They
were
weren't.
politicians.
You go look at it.
Okay,
Go look
but-
at it.
but I'm
They're
saying-
not. Go look at it.
What
We'll go
what you're-
read the
what you're-
first
what you're
one.
holding up
The
as,
first one.
What you're holding up and saying, obey this, was also made by politicians. So, if
Can,
the
can we go read
politicians
this
at the
first?
state-
The first line on
Sure,
here.
let's go read it together.
Don't act like that.
I'm just let's do it, man. I'm giving it. I'm giving it.
Read it.
Let's read it. The first line. Freedom to travel throughout the United States has long been recognized as a basic right under the federal Constitution and the Fifth Amendment. Okay, so now where
All
Where's-
citizens must be free to travel throughout the United States.
which unreasonably burden or restrict this movement? Do you think that registering your car is an unreasonable burden?
Yes,
Why does 99.9% of the United States not agree with you?
because they all have been programmed to do such a thing.
Where are we seeing where it says no license plate is required?
All of this, all of it.
Well, nobody's prohibiting you from traveling. They're just saying that you have to.
No, there's
Don't
nowhere in
register
there
your
that
car.
says that you need to register and ask the
But
government
there's
for
nowhere in here
permission
that says
to
that you
travel.
don't. But there's nowhere in here that says that you don't have to register your car.
Better read it.
Where does it say that you don't have to register your car?
Read it.
Explicitly.
Read it. I'll leave you be.
No,
I'll go stand over there.
I mean,
you could
I
read
don't want
this.
to read the whole thing. I would like for you to point out to me the relevant portion of it that says that you don't have to register your car.
It's not about registering.
But nobody's inhibiting your right to travel.
You're talking about two different contexts of things.
But the
To
issue,
register a vehicle,
the issue at hand right now
to
is
register,
an improper registration.
to-
It's not your right to
to
travel.
register
Because nobody's traveling in this car right now.
you're not understanding this part of it. There is a commercial capacity,
Right.
which people like companies, truck drivers,
Okay.
people that do work for hire,
Mhm.
have to register, insure, and do all that stuff according to the state. The private sector does not have to oblige to that.
Where does it say that? Where does it explicitly state that nobody has to register their vehicle?
All of this. If you are operating in a private capacity and you're not using your property for profit, you do not have to register any of it.
I don't see that.
Then take a minute and read it.
I know. I'm reading it.
It's
and I
all
don't see
there.
that.
It's
Where-
all
where
there.
does it say?
Just read it. I'm going to stand over here.
What I see are phrases that say that we can't inhibit your right to use the roads. Nobody's inhibiting anybody's right to use the road right now because
Obviously,
what's at issue here.
you got a
is the
parked
registration.
vehicle that isn't doing anything.
But at the end of the day, where we're at, I would even be willing to move it into somebody's driveway for people to help resolve this.
What you reading there, Sarge? Come on, Sarge, violate my rights, please. This guy put his hands on me. Can you believe that shit? He gets away with that stuff. What are you going to do about it?
Well,
gave you a lawful order back.
He didn't. It doesn't give you guys the right to put your hands on people. That's assault, especially when I'm not under arrest. Nothing for you guys.
Well, so here's the thing, man. If we wanted to, right? I'm not saying we do, right? But we get arrested right now for littering, for ashing on the ground, right?
Oh, please.
I mean,
Please. Oh my God, how petty of a charge.
yeah, you're right. It is petty. That's why we're not.
I haven't thrown my butts. I got my butts in
I know,
here. Ash is ash, dude.
Butts in your pocket.
Everything. The dirt is ash. What do you think dirt is?
I'm just saying that, like, if we wanted to be dicks,
Which it sounds like you want to be.
No, what I'm saying is, what I'm telling you is that as I'm trying to paint to you how not being dicks we are, right? Because there are cops,
You're being a dick by towing somebody else's car.
but again, you have injected yourself into this situation.
You're right, I
Because
have.
you are not Christopher. You have, according to you, right? You have no claim over that vehicle. The only thing you see is us doing something that you disagree with philosophically.
Not
Because you have
philosophically,
a
it's
philosophical
morally.
agreement with Christopher.
It's
or
morally.
whatever, moral agreement. But you have so you have chosen to put yourself in this. You could leave at any time. You are not detained. You are not anything. And in fact, you could act as an agent of Christopher if you wanted to. You can't drive this car because you've been drinking. You could go get
How do you know I've been drinking?
Because I could smell it on you when we were
Oh,
talking earlier, man.
You can.
What?
I said you can.
Yeah. But, I mean, you could act as Christopher's agent and help alleviate this situation, and then maybe tomorrow, right, clearer minds would prevail, and there could be a solution that could be come up with that was amicable to the HOA, to the city, to you, to Christopher, to everybody. But unfortunately, kind of like I said before, you're looking for a fight.
Nope. I'm looking to win.
Right. But you can't, what are you going to, like, how can you win if you don't fight?
No, it's not a physical fight.
Right. But a moral, whatever fight, that's what you're looking for. Right? So
Not even looking for that.
So there's nothing
Just
that we
looking
can
to be
do.
left alone.
There's nothing I can do to alleviate that right now. I mean, you hold all the power in this.
No,
as far
you
as
do.
Resolving it. I'm obligated by city ordinance to do this. And I'm sure Christopher would appreciate your help by a good citizen, good concerned citizen. So, but I don't know how you can claim the title of good citizen if you're not willing to help your fellow citizens out by delivering messages and stuff to them. And
I can't. I'm recording. I can't even make a call right now.
well, actually,
The stop
I'm more than happy to
says.
record us with your phone while you go take care of that. I'll hold your phone for you and I'll keep it recording. That's what I can do for you today, concerned citizen.
Thanks for the drink, by the way.
No problem.
Good sport.
I actually try to carry water sometimes. I remember to. Sometimes you get foot chases with people and stuff. It's pretty hot in the back of the car. You want to just calls to draw for the evening, man? Can you go grab somebody to move your car? So let me ask you this. Okay. In imagination land for a second, we're operating under the assumption that you are Chris Cody, right? And knowing that there are 5 or 6 now $100 tickets that have been put on that car. Do you really want to add a tow fee and storage fees into that? Because in order to pick it up, you're going to have to go in and say, that's my car.
You think money's my issue?
What?
I said, do you think money's this guy's issue?
No, not at all. But for me, I don't like spending money I don't have to.
Why would he worry about it if he's going to get it back?
Because there's no guarantee you're going to get it back.
How do you know that?
Because, I mean,
Because you guys are all in it together.
no,
You're all in it to steal somebody's shit.
well, is Christopher Coble going to take this to like a
Federal
civil-
court?
Well, he's going to take it to civil trial, but it's going to be a civil trial with like a jury, or is it going to be a civil trial where it's just the judge?
Oh, it's a civil.
Because
It's civil plus federal.
well, what's the federal implications of it?
Well, because lower courts don't recognize any of this stuff, but federal courts do, and that's
What-
what's posted
what
on
stuff?
that door.
Well, but you would have to sue us, I would assume, in state court.
Well, the four of you, the five of you will be listed in a lawsuit for sure under a civil suit.
But for a civil suit, right, over this, I mean, for it to go federal, there would have to be some sort of like civil rights issue, I would assume, right, for it to meet the level of like a federal case. And I just don't see any civil rights issues.
There's big civil rights issues here. Absolutely.
I mean,
If
I don't
like the world has gone mad, it's okay to claim that you're a man or a woman. I claim that as a horse. How do you ticket a horse?
well, I actually think we have city ordinances regarding.
You have to register a
regarding
horse?
livestock.
You have to plate a horse? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Let's look it up. I know we are allowed to have chickens here. You're not allowed to have roosters, though.
You're talking about ordinances and city statutes which have no jurisdiction over the people. They're there for you guys. It's like the speed limit that you guys break every day in pursuit of what? Let me ask you something.
Yes.
When you're on a hot pursuit and you're following somebody, right? You got one crazy person on the road, and now you got how many of you chasing this crazy person down the road, endangering how many people? Everybody, the public. Over what? Somebody speeding? Somebody not having lights on their car? A plate? Really?
So I think
You will kill people, and it's okay for you. You guys get away with murder. You're the only sovereigns in the whole world that I know that are
So-
allowed to kill people and get away with
you
it.
like reading our SOPs and stuff, right? I would highly encourage you to read our revised pursuit policy. Okay.
I know,
Because-
I've seen it. I've been a part of it.
But I'm just saying, it was recently revised with that in mind, right? Because we all recognize that there is, a cost-benefit analysis that needs to be done on the fly of the need to apprehend somebody versus the safety of the public, and you have to balance those. So I'd highly encourage you to read our revised one, because I think you would be very pleased with how it's written and the limitations that are put on us. We can't do anything about State Patrol or LSO or any of the other agencies that also operate in this area, but we actually have a fairly restrictive pursuit policy.
That's another thing. Sheriff's office is supposed to uphold, they're an elected official, which means they're over you. So if I called them right now to tell them that you guys are stealing somebody else's property, they're going to come here and back you up instead of defend the people. How ridiculous is that?
I can't speak to how they perform their duties because I'm not one of them.
This guy don't like any of this. You
Sorry?
don't, do you?
I can't hear you. Say something to me?
I did.
What?
I said you don't like any of this conversation,
I
do
don't
you?
bother me one bit. You guys are having a great conversation. I'm watching my guys see what they're doing. So I'm sitting here dealing with this when I should be doing some other stuff.
Maybe you should go do that instead of worrying about me.
Well,
sometimes some stuff can take advantage of the situation. We
You
got to
can
take
leave.
care of it.
No,
you're
I'm
not-
going to stay right
No,
here.
but I'm saying-
I'm going to stay right here
You're not
until the
detained.
moment you guys tow this person's vehicle.
But you're not detained. 'Cause
I know I'm not.
We both agree on
You're
that.
not detained either.
I know.
You're dismissed. You're ready to go.
But I just want to be clear that at no point in this you've been detained or told that you're not allowed to.
I understand that. I know that.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
It's fucking mosquitoes, bitch. I'm in shorts, so what are you?
Yeah. I couldn't think of having any bug spray that I want. Yeah, Lysol wipes, but that's not going to do it.
Sarge, I got to ask you a question.
Yes. Hold
Why'd
on.
you-
Don't come. Just back up, please.
Why?
I can hear you from back there. Please back up.
We're good.
I'm not. Take a step back, please.
One
I
step.
appreciate. Thank you. What can I help
Okay.
you with?
So, why do you think it's okay to put your hands on me?
Because you're approaching my vehicle.
It doesn't
stepped away from
matter.
My vehicle.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't put
That
my
doesn't
hands
give you.
on
You
I
put
bumped
your
into you.
finger on me.
My finger hit you. Yes, it did.
Is that okay? If I did
When I
it
was
to
moving
you,
back from my vehicle,
if
yes, it
I
was.
did it to you and you were just in plain clothes like me, is that okay for me to do that to you?
Doing that? Oh, yeah. Did
Okay.
it cause pain, discomfort, injuries,
It
anything
did.
like that? No.
Yeah, it
So we're
hurt.
good with it.
I didn't like that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. I answered your question. Any other questions?
Yes.
Yes, so go ahead. What can I help you with? You said you had another question.
I do.
Okay. You're not going to ask it?
I will.
Okay. Sounds good, sir.
Yep, your bug spray. Your sunscreen. You get moonburnt?
If you do get a hold of whoever's the vehicle this is, the Chrysler, whoever, Colby, whatever the person is, the HOA in the area knows,
regular bill.
and whoever that person is staying with is probably going to be in trouble in the neighborhood too. That's not my thing. It's HOA. They just want us to reiterate that.
Are you
Seems
saying
to know
the
person,
HOA?
the homeowner association? I know it's your thing. It's like whoever that person who has his vehicle staying with, that person could be fined by the HOA. So I'm just letting you know.
Who are they?
I agree, but they can put a lien on your house. They can't sell their house or anything.
I'd be with you on that one.
I don't
Fuck
like
the HOA.
I'm right, but they can put a lien on the person's.
Fuck the HOA. You guys don't like them. They're just like a mini government.
But here, you listen to what I'm saying. I'm just saying, explain to whomever that person's staying with. They can put the fine if the person lives there. They can't sell their house without paying that fine. They can put a hold on their house for sale or any type of stuff like that in the future.
How would you feel if I came
I
and
would
put a
not-
lien on you
Well,
and your
fine.
property?
But when you move into this neighborhood and you buy your purchase house, you sign the HOA agreement to live
just
here.
saying,
Otherwise,
leave me
you
out of the
can move
HOA.
it, sell it, you can live somewhere else. You don't have to live here.
You guys don't like it, but yet you got to fucking comply with it.
No, I ain't complying with HOA. I'm just telling you what they
If
said. I
the
ain't
HOA
doing
came and
nothing
told me
for
to
the
write a ticket to you, I'd tell them to go.
HOA. I do nothing for the HOA.
Do you not live in a house where you're governed by HOA yourself?
There's one in my neighborhood. Yes, there is.
And do you like that shit?
Nope. Some things I do, some things I don't. But
Mine
I had
barely
the
has
opportunity to not sign with the HOA and not live in
Why?
that
Why
neighborhood.
is it so hard for people like
I
me
could've
and you
moved
to
away.
say no? No, I don't agree with this.
Then
Why
I could-
can't
I
I just
could've.
be a free human being in the most free
I
America
could have been
country?
moved somewhere else. I chose not to move somewhere else. I chose to still live in that neighborhood. So I made
Fuck that
decision.
shit. We
Well, chose-
are.
I mean, whoever is chose
One
to purchase
aspect
his
of
vehicle
HOAs,
and
though,
chose
is
to
they
be
do
in
try
this
to keep
neighborhood.
neighborhoods nice, right?
Who cares about that?
Well, I mean,
Dude, you know how many? Do you know how many people I see in this neighborhood so far that aren't
But-
like Americans, like from America? But truth be told, we're not from America either.
family's
White
not.
people are not. You know what I mean?
Irish, German, and English, man.
But the best part of about this country is that this whole country is made up of immigrants.
So why deny them the same opportunity from here?
But
And
it doesn't give anybody else the right to tell another human being what to do. HOA, government or not.
I mean, we all appoint the government, like we vote for our representatives, so
Like-
they can go in.
No, I didn't
Represent our
vote
best
for any of these people. They're all corrupt. They're all strings tied to them. They don't speak for me. They don't represent me.
Well,
They don't
You-
represent you either, and you work for them.
I work for one of them.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is unethical. Our country is in turmoil.
There's a lot of countries to work on, but it's still better than a lot of countries I've been to.
Bullshit. It's the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, but the worst it's ever been is still better than some of the countries.
Oh
I've been
God. Well, no. It's getting worse all over. COVID-19 fucked the whole world.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I work in an industry where I see that.
What do you do?
Mechanic.
For what?
Auto mechanic. Everything on a car except body work. I don't do that shit. I don't care what it looks like.
So how much does it cost to recharge the AC on you?
A fucking lot. You know why? Because Freon has gone double.
But like, is a lot like from like $50 to 100, or is it like from 1,000 to 2,000?
So a 30-pound bottle of Freon used to run $150. Now it's $330, $350.
I might just suck that one.
No,
I
fuck
drive-
that shit.
No, I drive a beater, and
It don't matter. I can. This guy put fucking badass AC in there for cheap, $400.
yeah, that's $400 I want to spend right now.
But what do you want? You want fucking blistering heat, or you want some AC?
The only reason I would put it in there is because sometimes I have to take my kids in my car, and it's
Okay, well I can relate to that. I'd be willing to help you out. I know a guy that knows a guy. You know what I mean? There's things that we can do for each other that don't have to fucking be malicious.
I know, but I'm not asking. I was just curious if you're, because I'm like,
And Sarge, even though you put your hands on me, it'd
Mechanically
still help you out. If you were on fire, it'd still piss on you. Okay? This guy.
I'm just mechanically disinclined, so I don't.
Well, YouTube's a great place. So is the Chiltons or Haynes manual.
I tried. So my first ever vehicle that was mine, an old beat up truck that one of my neighbors gave me, basically said, "Here, like, I'll give you the Haynes manual for it. You might as well hand me a fucking French dictionary." Like, that is just like, I can't do it. That's just not my forte.
When I was 18 years old, I had my daughter, and I bought my very first car was an '83 Oldsmobile Delta 88, big ass fucking boat,
Yeah.
right?
I've seen one.
Had a 305 GM motor, needed a transmission, alternator, all kinds of stuff, and I didn't know a lick about cars, so me and my wife at the time took my car over to her dad, and he was a seasoned mechanic, very old, and me and him swapped transmission in it. Me and him put alternator in it. We worked through this and fixed it, got it running again, and that was the beginning of my endeavor in working on cars.
It's cool. My brother's an engineer, and he just,
Yeah, well, I want to throat punch engineers because they fuck shit up so much.
he said the same thing about mechanics.
No,
I'm joking.
no, it's the guys that fucking have to work on this shit that makes it difficult.
But he also is self-taught when it comes to fixing cars.
Yeah.
That's like,
You know, doctors make more money than auto mechanics, and they have to learn one thing. An auto mechanic has to learn HVAC, AC, power steering, brakes, hydraulics, the whole fucking thing. If you're a heart surgeon and you only got to focus on one thing, auto mechanics have to focus on the entire thing to make it roadworthy. Electrical, I mean, all of it.
I think it's weird that our state doesn't have a state inspection requirement.
You guys need to fix your roads.
But I'm
Your
just
roads
saying,
suck.
I'm just saying, like, where I moved here from, right? Every place I've ever lived, there was state inspection requirements, and there was some place where there's emission requirements too.
Yeah.
And I was surprised to come here, and as a cop, some of the feeder pieces of shit that I pull over that are still on the road, and
Yep.
I'm like, this thing is dangerous.
Yep.
I think there's a certain point where it's like public safety kind of outweighs quirkiness a little bit, you know? You're keeping a car where it's clearly not roadworthy. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I've lived in states where they required that stuff. Again, it falls under commercial and private. If you operate your shit on a commercial capacity, you're making money. You know what I mean?
You can still get slammed into by somebody's private vehicle that breaks down and goes haywire on the road.
They're liable for it. Let them be liable for it. Like if this guy got into an accident with somebody, he'd be liable for it.
But he'd be liable even if it was registered.
Or unregistered.
Is it at least insured?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to ask Christopher the next time I see him.
Just assume that everything is legal.
But technically, everything's not legal because
How do you know?
it's not registered. It's only title.
How do you know?
Look it up. Man, we already went through that.
I know we
process
did.
Of how we got to
I know we did.
having a pretend conversation with good citizen not named Christopher Coble for the last forever today. 2 hours?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half? So,
Watch still.
what?
I said I still got my watch. Okay.
What do you take?
No, I didn't know if I had it on. I don't even feel it on my arm anymore.
Your arm getting tired?
Nope. Yours?
I'm not holding anything up. How many kids do you have?
2.
One girl and a boy or 2 girls?
Yep. My daughter's the oldest.
Yep.
My son's about 13, 14 now. And they're going to inherit this world, and they're going to have a freer world than I had. I can promise you that.
I hope so. I hope everybody gets kids and have a world to live in.
Problem is, the world we live in today, our grandparents could have changed it back then.
Yeah. But, I mean, we know that. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah. Can't really hold them accountable for what they did now.
Why do you guys buy this cheap Chinese fucking light bars? Why don't you use Wheeling? Huh? At least it's American made. No comment?
I don't know. I mean, they send them to a company that, like, outfits them.
Yeah, well, I used to build police cars, so
Yes, I have no idea. I didn't know there's options, to be honest.
yeah.
Maybe there's-
Oh, yeah. That's code 3, I'm pretty sure. I can't see it, but it looks like it. This is the best waste of taxpayer dollars in history. I'm just saying. You guys are parked within 15 foot of a fire hydrant, by the way. You need to move your car. Just
put it in the
FYI.
driveway for sure. I guarantee that's further than 15 feet.
That's pretty close. I don't want you to get a ticket. I'm just saying. Might want to pull out the ruler for this.
You want it?
Nah, fuck it. I'll hold it. I'm sure it's more than 15 feet.
I'd say we're closer to 30. 11. Yep. 12.
All right, you're good. You're good. Fuck, I can't write you a ticket today.
Nope, not today.
I tell you what, Sarge, you apologize to me, and I'll let the owner of this vehicle know to move his shit for putting your hands on me. Huh? You know? Okay. I think that was a simple, fair request.
I'm out. Owner gets somebody to move it right now. And we revisit.
How about you say you're sorry for putting your hands on me? Can you be a man and do that?
I didn't put my hands on
You did. You just admitted it. I've got it on camera.
I escorted you back away from my car.
No, you didn't escort me to do anything because I'm not under detention. I'm not
Doesn't
under
matter. You still
arrest.
have- if you don't
I
approach my vehicle, say
understand.
move
I'm
back,
not.
You still have to do what I ask you to do. Why I'm doing an investigation.
I'm just
So
saying.
You're obstructing justice while I was doing my job.
What
That is
justice?
a crime. Okay.
I'm just saying
Obstructing the
it's
situation,
wrong
so that's what I
either
asked you,
way.
and I had you move back.
I'm saying
We're
it's
done.
wrong either
I'm
way.
not apologizing for nothing, sir.
Why would you? Because
would
you're
I?
above that.
I know I didn't do anything. If I did something wrong,
You
I'd
put your
definitely
hands
tell you.
on me. That's
I got
okay.
you back away from my
Good
car.
citizen, do you want some
100%.
Well, throw some in there.
You're not allergic to anything, right?
No,
Otherwise, get a hold of your buddy,
I'm
have him
allergic
in
to
the car, and we
cops.
can all go home and do different
the
stuff.
government. Listen, man, I don't want to fight with you. I just want to be
Neither do I.
respectful. You know what I mean?
I just want to do my job and get done with it, man. I got a lot of things to do.
Well, then go do it.
I can't. I gotta
You
deal
can.
With this guy's car.
You're wasting your time with this.
There are people
You got-
obviously enough mad about this to make this complaint, so this is something we have
Hey,
to do.
let them be mad about it.
Here's the deal. It's a law
Just because
violation.
you get called for a complaint doesn't mean that you have to react to
I
it.
can't pick and choose. I can't pick and choose what I do for my job. If the complaint comes in, we take care of it, and we move to the next one.
I'm going to make a complaint.
Go ahead. What do you want? We'll for 16,000. Or you want to make it to me right now?
Yes, sir.
What's up, buddy?
I'd like to make a complaint that you put your hands on me.
All right. Well, that's something we have to call
Do you ever,
the sales for.
do you have a complaint form that I can fill out?
You have to do it with call and get a hold of internal affairs if you want. That's what you want to do.
Okay. And you guys are going to investigate yourself and find no wrongdoing, right?
Well, remember I told you I've been here long enough. Like, you've been here way longer than me, and I've been here for 4 years, and I've seen like 6 cops get fired. So we generally, when people complain, they're complaining from a position of not understanding what our job is. And once they're explained what our job, explain what we are and aren't allowed to do, the complaint kind of goes away, right? Because education is the best way to combat that kind of thing. But there are times where stuff has been upheld and people have gotten fired for it. I mean, like what I tell people all the time is,
And I don't want that for you.
what I tell people all the
If
time
you're a
is,
good cop, then be a good cop.
if you truly feel wronged, feel free to make a complaint.
Did you see him put his hands on me?
I saw him point his finger at you and you backing up. I don't know if he touched you.
I felt it, and he admitted to it. So what are you going to do about it? You going to be a good cop or bad cop?
Well, to me, I don't think that him telling you to back up was wrong, right? Because what we talked about earlier, right? There's like a buffer that it's okay.
There's
when
no
you're
crime
recording,
scene tape.
right?
There's
There
no
wasn't-
tape.
But there wasn't crime scene tape earlier, and we were maintaining a respectful buffer, right? So somebody new, but just listen to me for a second. Somebody new got introduced to the equation, and you kind of started off how you started
Sir,
off
it
with
doesn't matter.
I'm
He
just-
put his
Just listen
hands
to
on me.
You started off how you started off with me and got very aggressive and approached him, intending to try to start an argument. And now here we are, right? Let's just keep it cool like we have been.
I have been.
We have, right? But every time somebody new pops in, Amy, him, right? We're
Either way, he put his hands on me.
so I would encourage
If
you.
he took me down to the ground unlawfully with no,
So if you don't like what he's done, I would encourage you to make a complaint.
I will.
If you don't like what I did, I encourage you to make a complaint.
You've been fine. But you're about to steal somebody's shit.
Christopher's car.
Somebody's shit.
Christopher's
Not
car.
mine.
Not yours.
Not mine.
Don't end that now,
Say
man.
mine, Christopher. I mean,
We have. Yeah, I told you that got a little overboard. Don't give up the ghost yet, okay?
It's an Easter egg. Let's see how many people follow that.
Do you ever watch Donut Operator?
Donut operator?
Yeah.
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, he does commentary videos on police stuff. A lot of time, I mean, he's really supportive and critical sometimes of the police, right? But he does a lot of sovereign citizen videos where they're refusing to open their window or get out of the car or whatever, and their window gets smashed. Which I watch a lot of those videos, and I think our department policy is you introduce yourself, right? Say who you work for. It's hybrid. Introduce yourself, say who you work for, and explain the reason for the stop right off the bat, right? 90% of those sovereign citizen interactions, right? You take away the person's power to like get angry if you just say, "Hey, my name is Officer Everett. Pulled you over for this reason. I work for the police department," or whatever, right? And so you see people's windows getting ripped out over, them all arguing back and forth. It's kind of stupid in my mind. But I think it'd be hilarious if this one got picked up. So, how far is your reach? The YouTube video. Are we gonna end up on Donut Operator?
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. I'm sure it will, because this is a lot of people understand this. A lot of people want freedom, peace, and a good relationship with law enforcement.
Right.
Not all of us are bad,
I don't think.
but the ones that are, you guys are not catching the bad ones.
Real bad guys.
The real bad guys. Child traffickers, predators,
Well, we
corrupt
Did
judges,
you see that we found
corrupt
that one dude
politicians.
who was registering himself as a high school student recently?
No.
Yeah. 26. You should look it up, man. It actually made national news. It was a 26-year-old that registered himself to go to high school here in Lincoln. He was, like,
Really?
dating high school girls, like 13, 14, 15-year-olds. So.
Yeah, that shit's sick.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, I would agree we don't get as many of the major trafficker players that we.
You know why? Because you guys are more focused on dumb shit like this than actually doing your job and busting
Well,
real bad people. You got privates.
As a counter argument, I'm not a part of their special victims unit.
It doesn't matter. You can do this on your off time. You got private citizens out here catching predators and turning them over to police in droves. In droves. It's sickening. You're catching all kinds of people. The random public. You're catching elected officials.
But you know what they also don't have to do? Is follow the same laws, right? Because your constitutional rights are not protected from other citizens creeping in on them.
No, but
Right?
you're
So like I can't violate your rights. It's like if I were to take another citizen, right, and I were to say, go and get into this guy's email account and Facebook and all this stuff and find out that he's a child predator, I'm making him an agent of the government, right? And that's illegal. He's subject to the same stuff. If somebody does all that crap on their own, right, just ethical hackers, and they come to us and they're like, here you go,
yeah.
right? We still have to verify all that stuff, and we still have to do it through a legal means, you know?
Hey, but you're doing an investigation and you're doing your job and you discover that this person is doing those things. You're doing your job. You're doing a good deed. You're taking real bad people off the road or off the streets, you know what I mean, that deserve to be taken off. Because what if it was your kids or my aunt's kids or,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
I'm with you. Like, I think that all those people should be taken off the street. Me
And-
personally, I kind of focus on gang stuff. That's my, like, niche
Well, you should
that-
focus on the fucking thin blue line gang.
Well, people would argue, right, sovereign citizens are classified as a...
You guys are sovereign. I never claimed to be
I
sovereign.
never said you're a sovereign citizen.
Neither did this guy. There's nothing on here that says that he's sovereign.
I'm just saying that...
True or false?
True, you're right. But I will say, right, that... You ever seen a blood gang member?
Yep.
Right? What do they wear?
Red, whatever.
Right. So, red bandanas, they have, like, tattoos of bees.
It's
they
no
wear-
difference than the Republican Democrat Party.
But just follow my logic here for a
I'm
second.
going.
Okay? So, if I was in the neighborhood, right, and I saw a vehicle, right, that was red, that had a red rag hanging from a neighborhood, I should say, that's known for gang activity, right? Maybe it's known for being a blood neighborhood, right? And I saw a vehicle that had a whole bunch of blood-related stuff on it. Right? I might not say, be able to say for sure that person's blood, because they might stand there and go, no, I'm not blood, I'm not affiliated, right? But they've got all the hallmarks of it, right? They have tattoos, they maybe have been arrested for gang-related crimes, they associate with known gang members, they have, they use gang-related symbols and colors, like all that sort of stuff, but then they stand there and go, that's not me, right? Well, let's say some of the stuff that we use to evaluate somebody's potentially a member of the sovereign citizen movement is those right to hire or not for hire placards are right out of the sovereign citizen playbook. Now, whoever's vehicle that is might not be sovereign right? You might not claim sovereign citizen, but by doing that, just like the dude that says I'm not a blood but is wearing a red bandana.
So you target these people?
No, I'm not saying I target anybody. What I'm saying is that if you're standing there and say that person has never claimed to be a sovereign citizen. They're not claimed to be, right? But if they're putting forward a forward-facing, persona, right, that other people is left up to other people's interpretation.
That doesn't hold up in court.
I'm not talking about court. I'm just talking about.
But I'm just saying
I'm
what's
just talking
legal.
But I'm talking about a normal person walking by. If they were to look at that, right, a normal person might go, I bet you this person's one of the sovereign citizen people.
And that's a problem?
No, I never said it was. I'm just saying that you were wondering how we might reach that conclusion. That's how we might reach it.
Hour and 45 minutes.
What?
Hour and 45 minutes.
So anyway, I mean that's just one of those things. And
Again, the Fourth Amendment is there to protect somebody's privacy.
correct.
If I broke the law, if I hurt somebody, if I hurt you, and you're off the clock, not wearing this costume, if I hurt you,
Unlikely.
then I am entitled, well, I'm just saying, I'm entitled to give over my information because I injured somebody.
Right.
Now, you don't have the costume on,
Right.
and you're offended by what you see or what I do. I've injured no one.
I know.
It's the expression, the First Amendment.
Okay. Now, I will say that you're right. You offending somebody, or the owner of that vehicle offending somebody, is not really the issue, right? The issue is that if you look at it from the HOA's perspective, which we all agree.
The HOA does
Stupid,
not
but-
trump the Constitution.
But what I'm saying, right, is if you sign saying I will abide by this, right? Isn't that a binding contract?
I've never signed anything.
But I bet you whoever's house you're staying at here.
I'm not
when they-
staying
when
at
they
anybody's.
sign- Okay, so you're not staying here. But,
The
but
road, the public road, just
this
correct
person-
me if I'm
this
wrong.
person right here.
The public road does not belong to the HOA, yes or no?
No.
Okay. So they have no jurisdiction.
Although I will say, well, I don't think so. But there are some roads that have like the blue signs that this I believe is a public road. That's why we're enforcing this.
This is a public road.
So, anyway, my point is that whoever, this person right here, not involved in this in any way, shape, or form, right? But if they have a family member or whatever that comes to stay with them, or guests, or whatever, I bet you the HOA.
It's
rules-
none of their business.
I'm just saying.
Is there no right to privacy even under the HOA? Are you serious? Like the HOA can come up to your property and be like, I want to see your house and make sure it's up to specs. With,
But
you know what I mean? Like,
privacy
where's
does
the boundary with this?
I would say that your front
Whoever lives
door.
in the house, sign the letter with the HOA.
I never signed a letter,
No, whoever's living in the house that
Whoever
this
owns it.
truck is accumulated is associated.
but it's not.
Well, it's associated with somebody up here. It's parked up here all the time.
It's
and they're making complaints about it. So whoever that person's visiting, whoever that person, if they stay at that home, they have the ability to say, it matters what the HOA says. I don't know what it says up here. But
Well,
they're
they've
the ones
never
making
said
the
it-
complaint
they've never
about the
said-
Even if we
neighborhood.
As far-
even
as
if
far
we
as-
take the HOA out of it, and we
registered.
just talk about
You have to
the
have
city
your property
ordinance, which I
right.
know you don't like,
That's
right?
not
I
our
know you
law. That's
disagree
them.
with them.
We don't care about
right?
it.
The city, because we're not here to enforce.
so you're saying the HOA trumps even the city policies and
No,
statutes?
You're not listening
No.
to this. Just stop talking about it. Just drag you down lanes of just the babble for it.
Okay, all right.
No, that's not what we're talking
This shit's hilarious.
I'm
It's very fun.
I'm actually enjoying myself quite a bit. I kind of expected this to be much more of a
Confrontational.
with me just sitting in my cruiser trying to ignore you and you shouting at me for 6 hours.
You think
But
I would do that?
I don't know you. I mean, now I don't think you would, but
No.
you came out pretty hard in the beginning.
No, I didn't. You really think that?
Yeah.
I have it on camera. You know how I walked
Well,
up.
let's pause it and let's rewind and watch back.
I tell you what. Your body cam's on?
Yeah. Red light's recording.
Can I do this on the hood?
You can do it on my hood.
You're not going to fuck with me?
No, you can do it on my hood. That way you're not pushing me.
Look, dude, I don't. What's your name? Rick?